Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. In all chaos, there is a cosmos, in all disorder, a secret order. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The dream is a small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. It is not I who create myself, rather I happen to myself. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. The greatest oak was once a little nut who held its ground. What you resist persists. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. Society is like a stew. If you don't stir it up every once in a while, then a layer of scum floats to the top. Nobody, as long as he moves about among the chaotic currents of life, is without trouble. Man's task is to become conscious of the contents that press upward from the unconscious. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are.